This past offseason, when the Washington Wizards acquired Jordan Poole from the Golden State Warriors as part of the Chris Paul deal, it made huge news because the potential of Jordan Poole led many to believe he could be the guy. But through the Wizards' first 12 games of this season, Poole is showing that he is not that guy. Despite a featured role on offense, Poole is averaging only 15.5 points a game. And his efficiency is in the tank. 39% from the field and 28% from three. With Jordan Poole no longer playing with stars like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Washington is just 2-10 overall, and Jordan Poole is facing a harsh reality.
Welcome everybody, my name is Troy and this is the Half Court Report. Be sure you click that thumbs up button and subscribe for some of the best NBA content that you're going to find on YouTube.
Check out the stats alone from his last game. In 29 minutes, Poole scored 8 points on 2 of 11 shooting, was 0 for 6 from 3, had 4 assists, a rebound, and 5 turnovers. Y'all probably know who AM Hoops is. He had this crazy stat in his recent video about Jordan Poole.
The Wizards' offense is 16 points per 100 worse with him on the floor. But how is that possible? He's a certified bucket. It's because he misses so much, guys like Denny Avila are already over it. On defense, he is just as bad. So in total, the Wizards are negative 31.5 points worse with Jordan Poole. That's like me on the team.
Exactly. Compared to his last 2 years in Golden State, where Poole averaged over 19 points a game and shot about 35% from three, he's literally worse in almost every statistical category this season, all while playing fewer minutes. Compounding matters for the Wizards is that Poole may be incredibly hard to trade now, since his contract is also pretty massive, $128 million over the next 4 seasons. For Wizards fans, the team's only hope is that Poole can maybe go on a lengthy enough hot streak that it convinces somebody else to take him off their hands. But guys, the start of Jordan Poole's Wizards career has been dreadful, to put it politely. Poole's on-off rating is negative 34, one of the worst in the league. His win share actually is the worst in the league at negative 0.7, and he has a PER of 9. And it's impacting his teammates too. Tyus Jones has played the majority of his minutes with Jordan Poole, and you guys may remember Tyus over the last few seasons was one of the best backup guards in the league with the Grizzlies. Well, his advanced numbers have taken a nosedive as well. This is showing that Jordan Poole not only has a negative impact when he plays, he makes his teammates worse too. The Wizards have posted an abysmal 126.9 defensive rating with Poole on the court. And that's understandable because Poole has never been a very good defender, but there's a real argument that Jordan Poole has been the least valuable player in the NBA this season. It would be almost impossible for Jordan Poole to continue sporting such a terrible on-off net rating, but there's a good chance he remains near the bottom of the league in that category. The Wizards are maybe the worst team in the league right now, and they seem intent on letting Poole shoot his way out of his early season slump. I think it's a given that he'll improve a little bit statistically and have a few big games, but Jordan Poole is blazing toward the losing player distinction. I've seen comparisons that he might just end up being a glorified Nick Young, and for what he is being paid each season, that is not going to cut it. During a recent game against the Brooklyn Nets, Poole could be seen ignoring a timeout huddle and then looking lost on the court as the play continued. And he's just simply not looking like a player you can rely on when he's out there on the floor. Add to that, the Wizards themselves may not even view Poole as much of a cornerstone. According to NBA reporter Mark Stein, the team is viewing him more as a player who could be a trade chip for the future more than a player who they want to build around right now. But as I mentioned with that contract, that could be very difficult. The hope for the Wizards is actually, I think, in their rookie, Bilal Coulibaly. Coulibaly has really come on strong lately, including an eye-opening 20-point, 4-steal performance in a recent game against the Nets. The Wizards have allowed Bilal more freedom and opportunity than just about any other team would be able to afford him, and the results have been impressive. He's productive, he's a strong defender, he's extremely young, and in my opinion, he's one of the top rookies playing in the NBA right now. He's shooting 47% from 3 on over 3 attempts per game, and the defense is a real standout trait. He was always advanced for his age on that end of the floor, but he is making guys look silly out there with his 7'2" wingspan, making the right play, and there's a lot of untapped rim protection with him as well. Coulibaly popped offensively down the stretch of his French season last year when he was playing next to Victor Wembanyama, and I think he's continuing that in the NBA. The Wizards aren't going to let Coulibaly fully off the leash anytime soon, but he is in a place where he can really nail down what his skill set is and operate effectively in that 3-and-D role. So Wizards fans, you got to take the good with the bad, that being Jordan Poole and Bilal Coulibaly. Since you've watched this far, be sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well so you never miss another NBA video. Let me know in the comments what you think of Jordan Poole and this Wizards team as a whole. And if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, what are you thinking of the return from that Jordan Poole trade? There's another guy that I'm watching right now, Alperen Şengün for the Houston Rockets. This guy is playing out of his mind. I just did a video on him, and the Houston Rockets have found their big man of the future with Şengün. It's only his 3rd year in the league, but he is playing like an all-star. Check out that video, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report.